Hello everyone, Mike1217 here, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we completed the Shadow Temple by defeating Bongo Bongo. And before ending the last episode, I was debating whether I should just move on with the main game or do some optional things just to kind of mix it up. The biggest The biggest optional part of the game that I can do right now, that I would like to do, is get the fourth and final empty bottle. And for the longest time I haven't been quite sure how to do that, but now I know how to do it, and I'm kind of debating whether or not I really should do it. The way you get the fourth empty bottle is, out here in Hyrule Field, as you're kind of traveling along, there will be Poes appearing out here. And I'm gonna admit, I tried to record this earlier, and they were appearing all the time, so frequently, when I was recording earlier, and then I decided to restart. And now, they're not appearing at all, which is just great. It's just great that they're not appearing at all now, when in the failed recording they appeared all the time. I was gonna decide to do that because they're appearing so frequently. Like, originally I was considering not doing this because it's just going to be really boring. It would have been just me riding around trying to find these Poes. And you have to collect 10 of them. Like, basically, you kill the Poes, their souls are left behind, and then you catch their souls in their empty bottles. Here's one, finally. That right there, that might lead you to believe that they only appear at night, but that's not true. They appear during the day. That's just really ironic that he disappeared when the transition happened from night to day. But yeah, what you have to do is you kill them, their souls are left behind, you catch them in bottles, and then there's a character in the market that I don't think we've met yet, but there's a character there that we bring the Poe souls to. You have to bring 10 souls to him, and then he'll give you the fourth and final empty bottle. I was considering doing that because the Poes were appearing like crazy in my last attempt at recording this, but now they're not appearing at all, and now maybe I'm going to change my mind. It's just that, yeah, it's really nothing more than just, you know, like, it would be nothing more than just me riding around trying to find these Poes and killing them, and shoot, they're not appearing at all now. That's really weird. Like, seriously, they were appearing every like 10 seconds last time I was trying to record, and now they're not appearing at all. And it was daytime, so if they're not gonna start appearing, I might just say screw it. I mean, if I were to go ahead and follow through with this, what I would do as far as like how I'd do the video is I'd speed up the footage. Or maybe I'd just cut a lot of it out, who knows. Thing is, it doesn't involve a lot of combat, and with, you know, this being a 3-heart run, combat's very important to me, and anything that involves combat is something that I would definitely want to do. But since the Poes don't really fight back, you just shoot at them, I'm just gonna say screw it. You know, if they would be appearing as frequently as they were appearing earlier, then I would do it, but the game changed the rules on me when I reset the system, apparently. So instead, I'm just gonna move on with the next section. Place I haven't been before, Gerudo Valley. This will lead us to the fifth and final main temple of the game, not counting the final temple. So, yeah, what a change of plans that was. You can come here pretty early in the game. You can come here as early as the very beginning of the game once you get to Hyrule Field as a kid, but you can't get much further. I hate this plank here. This plank is the worst thing for Epona. Epona hates walking across this plank. That plank, it just sucks. So, I believe as a kid, this bridge is complete, and you can jump it with the Epona, or you can use the long shot and attach to that rope up there. You can attach to that. I'm gonna go ahead and bring Epona, but first I'm just gonna show a few things. Well, they're not even worth showing. Whatever. There's some things you can do for heart pieces, but obviously I'm not getting heart pieces, so why do I even bother? Let's just jump this. Jumping this is a lot more epic. I was gonna say that Epona's required to get here because she has to jump this, but again, like I mentioned earlier, you can also use the long shot to get across. Oh, Epona, you were awkward to use in this game. Thankfully, Twilight Princess, they refined that. I mean, you can't really blame them in an N64 game for not quite having horse riding down. By the way, I think the big Goron Sword side quest, which I'm not going to do, or I could do if you guys really want me to, but for now my plans are to not do it. But I believe that starts right here, and talking to that guy right over there. I might be wrong. Either way, I'm not gonna mess with it. We're just gonna continue on over here. Okay, we're just gonna continue and enter the next part. This will be kind of, this actually introduces to a mini dungeon. It's at least considered to be a mini dungeon. This is Gerudo's fortress, and this is something that they kind of recycled in Majora's Mask. And you do have to get caught on purpose to actually begin it. Yes, there are guards all over there. It's recycled in Majora's Mask in the Pirates' Stronghold, or whatever it's called, in Great Bay. You have all these guards moving around, and then if you sneak around them. So, a stealth segment. The obligatory stealth segment in every Zelda game. I mean, we saw a little bit of stealth at the very beginning, and like as a kid when we were in Hyrule's Castle, but this is a lot more of a bigger deal. Not the biggest fan of stealth in Zelda games, and this is no exception. I'm not the biggest fan of this part of the game. And it can be very... Why did I get my hammer out? I meant to get my hook shot. There we go. Ironically, the music's not playing. The famous Gerudo Valley music, which everyone loves. It's probably my favorite track from this game. It is daytime. It should be playing. So we're going to have nighttime sounds for this. Wonderful. I'm sorry about that. I'd like to have the Gerudo Valley music playing here. Maybe it'll change once we go back outside. So, yeah, this is actually, it's laid out a lot like the Pirates' Stronghold 2. You want to use your arrows wisely here. I don't have very many of them. And, yeah, you just take them out. You won't kill them, but they'll be, you know, passed out. Maybe I can get some arrows here. As far as I know, I don't think they come back up. See, in Majora's Mask, you can do the same thing, but they make it a lot easier because they have the stone mask, which makes you invisible, essentially. So, here it's going to be a little bit tougher because you don't have that luxury of just being invisible. Being invisible definitely helps with stealth. I don't know if you can figure that out or not. I'm going to try to break these boxes down so I can get some arrows. Hey. Oh, I did get some. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get really confused here, so this may be kind of sloppy. It's, like, the stealth isn't the worst part. The worst part is just finding your way around. It's really, it's kind of like a maze. And I didn't get anything accomplished. Your goal is actually to free these carpenters who are held captive here. And we're back at where you actually begin. This is where you get captured, I believe, down there. Yeah, gosh, I'm sorry that the Gerudo Valley music isn't playing here. Because time doesn't pass in this section of the game. It only passes really in Hyrule Field. Why can't I climb this? Excuse me, why can't I climb this? I should be able to climb this! To fall down here? Oh, God. I almost want to exit and re-enter so I can have date. Oh, you know what I could do? Shit, I can play the Sun Song. I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I want the damn music to be playing. I just feel so awkward talking without it playing. There we go. That's a lot better. I wasn't enjoying that Of course, I'm back on top here, so I have to fall down again. That's more like it. We need something to at least keep us pumped up as we're doing this. It's kind of boring walking around with birds tweeting and that's it. That's all we had there. That's really awkward. Anyway. So what I have to do... Yeah, gosh, I always forget the path here, but... There's a few guards down here, I like to take them out all the time, because there's a few doors down below that we can go into. There's really no linear way to do this. You can do this in just about any order you want. It's a nice target practice here. Take those out. Make sure I don't lose any health. That's going to be key. There will be some combat here. It's not all stealth. So... there will be some, in fact right here we're going to be introduced to basically what we're going to be going through this whole thing. We have these carpenters over here with locked doors, so we need keys. Where are we going to get the keys? Well, actually, hold on, I have to talk to these guys. I thought if you tried to exit the room, the mini-boss would appear. Yeah, there's going to be mini-bosses all around here basically. So they talk, they say, oh, we're captured, blah, blah, blah. Don't say anything interesting. You may recognize these guys from Kakariko Village from when you were a kid. And, woo, watch out, that's what they're going to say. And then, yeah, here's where the combat comes into play. Now, these things, they have a way... I think if they do a jump attack on you, it's an automatic capture. Like, they take you back to the prison. And, so you have to be really careful with that. Otherwise, if they hit you, they do just half a heart like that. They hit me twice. Come on, lock on! So these can be kind of tough. Just finding an opening on them is kind of tough, because they block pretty well, like there. It's hard to really decide when to attack. When they're doing a more feeble attack, like not jumping, you can usually get them pretty good. You can be aggressive too, which actually, yeah, spin attacks... It keeps them out of range. That's probably the best way to do that. Just spin attack. Just spam it. Really, the spin, like spamming the spin attack is, in general, just the best way to fight in this game. It's kind of annoying to do, spinning the control stick all the time, but it works. Though it does leave you open to being attacked yourself. So yeah, as you saw there, once you defeat the Gerudo guard. Whatever you officially... I don't know what they're officially called. I guess they're just Gerudo... I don't know. But anyway, once you defeat them, they'll drop a key. You can use that to open the locked door, and you free them. And... I think they'll tell you how many more are left. There's a number of these you have to free. 3 more. So, once you free 4 of them, then we'll be done with this section, and you'll see what happens from there. And, yeah, it's really just, as I said earlier, it's really just a maze. And, we're going to continue this next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm going to go ahead and go out here, and we will start the next episode from right out here. So, yeah, I'll see you next time, folks. Thanks for watching.